Oh man, this music. I did not get any chance to hear it because of how I usually record, so just pausing between episodes and giving it a bit of a listen. Oh boy! Anyhow, greetings and salutations everyone. I'm Mac. This is Let's Play Persona 5 Strikers. In the last episode, we got lynch mobbed by people who didn't like us investigating the lab. So, we had to escape into the jail, because it turns out that the jail somehow went to sleep because, well, my guess is that no one needed to use it until we switched it back on by using the keyword, which makes it awkward because now we can't rely on Sophie to naturally sniff them out. Speaking of Sophie, she ran away. She heard someone calling for her. So, we now have to replace one of our missing party members, and in fact, we're going to go back to the old... Okay, we used Ryuji in the Lockkeeper fight, so everyone else is sort of in their place except... I can't remove myself from the party. It's a shame. I would have liked to have all the base elements to run about on their own. Your part? Okay, this is what I missed the other day. Your party member learned a new skill and now knows over 8 skills. Would you like to overwrite something? So they've actually been getting experience in the background, just not as much as usual. Okay, we replace Dia with Dorman Rush. Now that we've gotten all that done with,
let's go.
We have to go save Sophie.
Dude, what's gotten into her?
She said it was a voice.
Whatever it is, we have to catch up to it.
See it. What's that?
What's the deal with this place?
Focus.
It's so creepy. Are you holding up, Queen? Yes, fine. Let's hurry up and find Sophie.
A bent drain pipe?
I can see it. What's that?
Right, so that's sparking a bit.
Hang on. There's something here. Is that a tape recorder? Let's see if it works.
This plan brings to fruition a dream long cherished by the research team. No, by all mankind.
Looks like the tape recorder is functional.
Every last test subject, a successful change of heart, or the penitentiary system is complete. The concept of suffering will be dead to all mankind. Now, let us rejoice and welcome the new age of humanity.
It still has some bugs.
Emma shall be our guide into this promised land.
Emma?
Oh, damn it. So, I suspected this from supplementary internet material? Emma is the true villain of the game because she's the one who controls all the jails.
And changes of heart?
Just as Ichinose said, there was indeed some form of experimentation on Emma here.
The voice said something about a penitentiary system, too. I think I understand what they were researching here now.
Changes of heart.
Yes, that would be a logical conclusion.
We have a tape record.
Anyway, we'll talk more about it later. We need to track down Sophie first.
Right. We have to catch up with her.
Damn it, Shorty. Why'd she have to run off like that?
Because she sensed something. We have to pursue Sophia, and we proceed onward to do it.
Gotta get so dark on us?
Which has grown even eerier as well. What lies in wait ahead of us?
The visibility level's a real issue, but I'm still worried about Sophie. Let's proceed with caution. It's a shadow! Careful, okay?
He's on the other side of the glass though. We should be fine if we go to Sophie.
There! Sophie! Thank goodness you're safe, Sophie.
Don't run off like that.
I'm sorry.
You said you heard a voice, yeah? Figure out who it is yet?
No. It disappeared once I arrived here.
We never heard anything of the sort.
So only Sophie could hear it?
It was very strange. The voice sounded similar to my own, and it was calling my name. Maybe the owner of the voice knows me. How's that, Sophie? The only memory I recall before meeting Joker is the directive to become humanity's companion. I've traveled so far with you all, and learned many things, but I still know nothing about myself. When I heard the voice, I thought I had found my chance to learn about me.
That's understandable.
I'm sorry for worrying you.
Let's say we look together.
Thanks, Joker. I've got a feeling we can learn more about you right here. Huh?
What makes you say that?
I've been thinking for a while now. Jails, Emma, Sophie. I keep looking for some kind of connection. We found Sophie in a jail, right? Emma was linked to that jail. And Sophie is an AI like Emma. There's no way these are all coincidences. Something has to link all three.
Sophie might be a beta Emma.
I had hoped we'd eventually come across the answer if we investigated the jails we found.
I see. You believe these things have a uniting factor.
Not only that, I at least kind of know what Sophie's going through. Not knowing your identity or your past, it's rough.
It's basically most of my character arc in Persona 5.
So let's join Sophie in hunting down this mystery voice.
Let's do it for Sophie.
Agreed. For Sophie. Really? Thank you.
Well, now we got two missions. One, take back all the locals' desires so they stop trying to kill us. And two, figure out who the hell keeps yelling at Sophie.
Let's do both at once.
Yeah, good idea.
I have no objections. It's only natural for us to assist both the public and our own teammates.
Alright, Phantom Thieves, let's get to it.
I mean, we don't know which we'll be able to do first, but... yeah. Do I want to put Sophie back in the party for this because this is her area? Probably yes, so... sorry, Anne! Right, this can't be gotten through, but...
Shadow, just on the other side. Be careful.
Show me your true self.
So here's why we could fuse Black Ooze. And we can probably smash through the rest of it. Nope, we can only smash through this one.
That was fast.
Oh, nice. Keep it up.
Okay, we can, but only by dodging up right up to it first.
Focus. I can see it.
Shh. There's a shadow.
That looks suspicious. Nearby shadow detected. This is our chance. Let's get
I'll
it.
reveal your true form.
This ought to be
It's over.
And while I think of it, just in case.
That all you got?
Pethos, a set of mysterious objects Sophia uses in battle to mimic the powers of Persona users. Though they function similarly to Personas, their inner workings are completely unknown. Its name is derived from the Greek word for jar.
Sensing any shadows.
Focus.
Good to go.
Stop right there!
Oh, it's you! It's Legion.
I'll use this.
What if we dropped it on the enemy? Quick!
I'll get them.
The enemy stopped and sent it off with a super attack! It doesn't like electricity! I know it's weak, but don't get sloppy!
Leland, check for Pixie.
We still have Pixie!
That will exploit those weaknesses!
Come, are set.
By this point it's just gonna be a running gag that I never get rid of Pixie.
See a treasure chest. But there's something good inside.
What's that?
It looked empty, which meant it wasn't.
Oh!
Ooh, it's a thing for me.
Yo!
We can get magic.
Oh, I'll take it.
No, it's mine.
I can see it. Focus.
Stay on your guard.
Fire!
Oh well.
Fight us out. Go, go, go!
Persona! Archangel! Mothman! Allegor! Laku! Come on! Laku! Come on! Persona!
Oh, nice, Joker! You hit its weakness!
Go ahead. Let up!
Okay.
Finish him off!
Alright, so swap out Morgana for Makoto maybe?
I think there's
Open the door.
before it started. I should have taken a nap. Let's move on. An opening! This is our chance! Clear them out!
We're gonna run right through him!
Come out! This is our chance!
Man, Laku's does not look nearly as intimidating as mine was back in the earlier done in Mariko's jail. Well, we can always drop a surgical light on someone.
Easy win.
Good stuff, guys! Keep it coming! No shadows far as I know. Keep it moving.
So, this is a research lab for computer stuff?
That's supposedly the case, despite the facility projecting a human experimentation ambience.
Human experimentation? That would mean this place's monarch used the real facility in the same way.
Ugh, what an effing gross way to see shit.
Mad science through and through.
Something's there. Let's check it out. So many containers. What do you think's inside?
They appear to be roughly person-sized.
So Sorry, just had to shut my door. Oh dear, we just got ambushed while I was shutting the door.
Like this?
I guess they aren't targetable, maybe?
No! Yeah, that's not how it works. Might want to change up your approach. Analysis complete.
Wait, we can't attack them.
Let's attack them real good. Get ready to something else. Analysis complete.
Okay, we need Curse, so... Curse or Seal?
Rabbit step!
Shadows ahead.
Oh no, Morgana's been shot!
Enemy stop! Send it out on you, attack!
Nuclear or light? Or electric?
Switch out!
Bad out there!
Alright, so Morgana is definitely out. I don't want to jump straight back to Makoto since she already got a lot of screen time, but I feel like the nuclear spells are probably worth it. I don't know who I should be using. It is? Oh, hello.
Dude, check it out! A treasure chest!
What magical wonders lie within?
It's something from Futaba. And I very nearly missed my chance to get onto this platform. Would have been rather unfortunate to go all the way back on that. Even more HP and even more defense. And someone's gonna jump on us the moment we go down, but we don't have a choice. Oh, I guess we were supposed to open the door.
Stop right there!
Nope, we were supposed to get ambushed the moment we went up to the door. Oh, hello, it is you! You are immune to light. But he doesn't have the repel, he's just strong versus the physical types. This is a job for Makoto. Whoa boy, he had just realized he's level 39.
Let's
don't mega her. Oh dear.
Another tape recorder.
Oh, okay.
Let's listen. May provide us some clues about the lab.
Please, Director Ubukata, we must immediately abort the experiment. It's too dangerous. These are the orders I was given. If the system isn't tested on real humans, it won't ever be completed. But tricking the islanders into participating?
So these guys are the ones who effed up the island.
I heard a Director Ubukata. I believe that means one of the speakers is Shuzo Ubukata.
Orders, I was.
You know what happens to a person when their desire is taken, Director. We've learned of another party manipulating the cognitive world for their own purposes in the real one. But we cannot allow these individuals to progress beyond us. So long as we follow the divine revelation, we will attain the ideal society. I have absolute faith in the system as it was prophesied to me. What ideal society turns its entire population into slaves? This isn't any divine revelation. It's a curse. It can only lead to our destruction.
It's apathy syndrome. The recording ends there.
While still rather fuzzy, we are starting to see the big picture.
Yeah. This lab was researching jails and changing people's hearts.
And they used the island's residents as their test subjects.
We did see that email earlier about joining the Emma test.
They both mentioned a divine revelation, too. Could that have something to do with Operation Oraculi?
Maybe. But how would that involve Emma?
That's the million-dollar question. What is Emma's role in all this?
Not just that. I'm curious who was pulling this director's strings, too.
Perhaps the mastermind behind this case?
We finally be getting close to the guy?
We have to find the desires first, regardless. And also track down that voice for Sophie.
There's the fact that they said there's multiple people involved and we have to stay ahead of them. They could be referring to us, they could be referring to the people that we shut down in Persona 5. Or it could be that there's multiple people fiddling around with this stuff and we're going to have to tackle all of them.
Let's press on.
And on, and on!
Careful, there's a shadow lurking around.
I see a new checkpoint. I think we should register.
Should we take a look?
Well, what do we have here?
Okay, cool, we have a checkpoint.
Queen's behavior has grown unusual for her. Is something wrong? Maybe the best way to put it is, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses. This is our chance! Need to bless it out. Let's wrap this up. We're almost there! Stay strong, everyone! Take it! Let's do this!
So it seems like enemies will fade out of sight in this zone
Let's keep up the pace, shall we?
if they make it too far away. So we're now down to the same sort of... Oh, and we can't check out the status elements in the dark either. There's a chest there.
Was that not a challenge?
We should apply the same effort in the next battle.
Yep. Looks like we're safe for now.
Yeah! I see a treasure chest. Maybe there's something good inside.
Maybe we have to turn on the lights somehow?
Look what we got.
Another tape recorder. That makes the third one.
There's a chance these things could have clues about the Islanders' desires. Or even that voice Sophie's hearing.
Yeah, we should listen to it.
What the?
That is not good. Is a few eggs sort of a scramble, huh?
Hand over the desires? Oh, not just the locals, but my own as well? So that's why I was made the test monarch. He planned on turning me into just another puppet.
Test monarch?
I can't believe I fell for it. Just some pathetic clown dancing at his fingertips.
Ouch.
But he is not going to win. He can't take this from me. My desire is mine. I refuse to simply give it up.
Dude, that sounds messed up.
Yeah, he really wasn't in his right mind.
He kept talking about his desire being taken. Just what has been going on here?
We'll only find out if we keep going. I can still hear the voice. Does its owner recognize me?
Hey, don't go overthinking it, Sophie.
He's right, you know. Our expert on not thinking gives pretty good advice there.
Yeah, listen to the... Hey, shut up!
And that is quite the backhanded compliment. Of course we caught it on the way back.
I wonder what happened to the director after the last recording.
I sincerely doubt anything good. It sounded as if it was beyond good sanity.
So, from Alice all the way here to the director, everyone was just being used for something?
Yeah, the perpetrator is still out there. We have to stop them. Hopefully this place will have some answers.
Alright, that's an interesting pattern with that spotlight.
This seems like it'll be useful. Yeah!
And now, because I can, I will go back this way. Although I won't be able to ambush that dog.
What's that?
Okay, the enemy's right where we want him.
Show me your true self!
Go for it.
Okay, let's finish this.
Oh dear, he's a lot tougher than I thought it'd be.
Go time! Maximum power! Whoa!
I need to stop doing that. I need to remember that these things are... Side. Right. And fire, of course. So swap out Ryuji for Anne when I get the chance.
You're mine.
We can do it!
Take it. Let's go.
I'm being shot!
Sure.
Sophie's shot! Her weapons are compromised!
With this.
Low on stamina! Be careful! Devil! One more! That combo strike was devastating!
safe to say we overwhelmed.
Keep chugging along. You've lost a lot of stamina. Maybe it's time to head back?
Yeah, unfortunately this is probably going to be where I end my recording for the day because it's late at night. The remainder of my dinner is sitting right there for me to eat, and well... Yay, there's only so much you can record in one go. But I am going to remember to swap over from Ryuji to Anne, because I'd like to get through those Shisa a bit faster. I have to wonder why it is that Sophie isn't allowed to see what they have, or what weaknesses they have.
I think they're onto us. Be more alert from now on.
So what happens if you run out in this palace, if your suspicion gauge caps out? I just thought of that because...
Ooh, treasure chest. Let's open
Okay, I don't get why I couldn't open this before, but
The RNG gods smile upon us.
until next time guys, take care. We'll see you all around.
There's a checkpoint near here. I recommend stopping by.